Shalom. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and that's in the faith that's scattered worldwide in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. So basically, I just want to get into a quick video touching off this article, which is off the newsbreak.com. Okay, which is one of the beloved brothers here, South Carolina, GMS South Carolina Maintenance branch, put in the group chat. Okay, the brother priest Ayawa. Okay, going into this article, as you can see, the title or the headline: rare and extremely serious viral disease spreading in South Carolina. Okay, and this is the times that we're in. Okay, here at Great Millstone, we're known to going into the scriptures when it comes to end time prophecies. And part of the end time prophecy, contrary to popular belief when it comes to the world, and we come into the time of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father and the Son, okay, is on the verge to bring their wrath, okay, and judgment, okay, especially when it comes to this place, America, which is known as Babylon the Great, because eventually this place is going to be destroyed, okay, future prophecy, by the way of thermonuclear missiles at the peak of the Third World War, and Yahweh Shai making his second coming. And when it comes to the Lord's second coming, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is only going to deliver the elect, okay, leading up to that time, which we'll consider the 144,000 and the 1/3 of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American descent by the seed of your father, okay? Otherwise, 2/3, according to Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, of Negro, Latino, and Native American descent, the wicked of Israel, okay, is going to be judged by various plagues, man, okay, in the near future as we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble, okay, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. And also when it comes to these other nations that the Lord despised, starting with the biblical Edomites, the so-called white race, okay, starting with, the elites that control everything, they're going to eventually be judged according to prophecy. But when it comes to you average American Edomites, and you're going to feel the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai when the Lord bring the plagues upon America, okay? And when it comes to these other nations, or these heathens, that's primary over here as well, okay? So we're coming in the time of great judgment, in the time like no other, man. And one of the judgment when it comes to the plagues is pestilence or outbreaks. And I'm trying to be careful, the word this video, because, now when you bring up situations dealing with, well-being, okay, the algorithm of YouTube, pick up certain words, buzzwords, that you have, a risk of getting your video strike and your channel being suspended. Okay, but it's a known fact now, more and more, us that's in the faith, that's in the know, and people that's waking up to all the madness that's going on, that these elites have an agenda when it comes to the NWO to cause order out of chaos. And part of that order they want to bring out of the chaos is bringing in stage events, polycrisis, more than one crisis they can use, okay, to bring in a Taurian or Tyranian order, okay, dictatorship, okay, they can, act on the people's fears, okay, when it comes to their media, their news, okay, as they're giving more and more warning of the unknown, okay, DISEASES, okay, this ease, okay, there's more and more they can play on that. You got the border crisis, okay, where these immigrants coming in freely, and being taken care of, okay, getting free aid. And a lot of amongst them are soldiers, okay, it can be terrorism, or they can use that event as a outbreak situation. We know what happened 4 years ago, okay, 2020, okay, with those lockdowns or LDs, right after the 2020 Super Bowl, okay, which happened had to have been the Chiefs and the 49ers. And you just recently had this past Sunday the Chiefs and the 49ers, okay, playing in the Super Bowl 2024, okay, and all those are distractions. But we know what happened in the year of 2020 with the whole scare crisis of the CV. Okay, as you can see in this article that I'm gonna read. Okay, but this right here in home base. Okay, South Carolina. So expect a spread. Okay, when these elites having these WEF summits saying that it's a X disease. Okay, that's gonna come and they don't even know what it is. Okay, but in the meantime, when 2020 hit, the whole CV situation, which a lot of exposure came out since then when it comes to information. But we know their whole agenda was to get people juiced up, to roll their sleeves up. And we see the cause and effect of that. Okay? When they introduced those Vicky. Okay, I'll say it like that. Okay, those that is in the know. But it says many viral illness have affected the United States in varying capacities, from wreaking havoc on its populace to fizzle out without causing some tenal some subtenal damage. Okay, and it says notable among these diseases, like you see that the N1, okay, the E, and of course the CV19. Okay, now there are reports of other dangerous something's deadly viral disease suffering in the country. Okay, so this is one of their talks, man. Okay, now it's going into what the disease is, or disease. All right, excuse me for that. It says the first instance of this new illness was reported in New York, followed by detections in South Carolina. The V is question is EEE. The question remains whether this emerged V warrants nation concern. Okay, so there's all type of variants and outbreaks they can use, man. Okay, to bring in more LDs. Okay, curfews, travel bans. Okay, social distance. Okay, to bring in more of why they can shut the economy down, and to the point they have to force martial law. Okay, they already got detention centers and certain FEMA camps already on set. Okay, hey, so we in this time, man, and you can read the rest of the article for yourself. Okay, but this is going into how the Lord is about to bring plagues in the form of pestilence, and that's what I'm gonna touch on here in this video. And these are one of the signs of judgment. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. So Yahweh spoke these words, okay, of his second coming, what to look for. And he told his disciples at that time, okay, what to look for when they asked him what would be the time of his coming and the end of the world, meaning the end of this age, which is being ruled by Esau Edom. Okay, because Yahweh is coming back to take Esau Edom right along with the rest of these other nations out of power. And eventually they're going to go into captivity. Okay, when it comes to prophecy, up under us, when it comes to the nation of Israel, starting with the salvation of the elect. Okay, when Yahweh return by the way of what the world called UFOs, the chariots, the vehicles of the angels, and the angels are so-called black men or dark-skinned men or entities. Okay, which Yahweh himself is a so-called black man. Okay, from the tribe of Judah, which are the so-called Negroes today. Okay, so let me read that again. And the Lord is only coming back to deliver the elect. And Yahweh Shah is going to establish the kingdom of Israel here on the earth. The true Hebrew Israelites, man. Not those phonies over there that's clinging on to or pretending to be us, okay, over there in that land, which that land is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire, and it's going to be built back up by the hands of Esau, Edom, of the elites that escaped those missiles, as they're going to be in their retreats, and the rest of the heathen nations that remain. And eventually, these heathens are going to go into captivity, and they're going to serve us and build up our kingdom, okay? When it comes to Yahweh Bashim Shai and us, the Israelites, start with the elect, okay? But this is one of the signs Yahweh Shai told his disciples what to look for when it comes to end time prophecy and the time of great destruction. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. Aren't we seeing that? Okay. Civil unrest, civil wars, race wars, clash wars. Okay. Kingdom against kingdom. Okay. Division. Okay. The break of the coming of the Third World War. Okay. World War III. Okay. And it says, and there should be famines. They talking about food shortages. Okay, you got all these, Lord bringing plagues in the form of floods that destroying, when it comes to, certain food sources. Okay, vegetables, fruits, plants. Okay, certain cattle. Okay, you got droughts. Okay, and you got a lot of these, recently over the year, you have a lot of these food process facilities mysteriously being burnt down or just shutting down. Okay, you got retail stores and grocery markets closing down. Okay, due to the fact there's no shipping. Okay, due to trucking. Okay, or by the way of the sea, merchandise by the way of the sea. Okay, when it comes to certain harbors, or harbors. Okay, and it says, and there should be famines and pestilence. Okay, pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so we in the beginning stage of the time of the coming of sorrows, man. Okay, but our people in the mind frame of, and right along with the rest of the world, especially these simple Americans, we in the time of the coming of spring. Okay, we just got over the passing of the Super Bowl. Okay, now we coming in the time of March Madness, college basketball. Okay, you got on all these latest trends, the latest fashion, the latest gossip, the latest social media. Okay, when it comes to people being distracted, when it comes to the entertainment. Okay, which is your modern day bread and circus. But in the meantime, the Lord is bringing plagues upon the earth, and we are at the beginning stage of it, man. And it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, and we coming in the time of a financial crash, the economy worldwide, especially this place, America. Okay, as we know, these elites want to replace the physical dollar, okay, the greenback, by the way of the new system of CBDCs, central bank digital currency, which is going to lead to the prophecy of Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, being the mark of the beast, or the MOTB, okay, which is the RFID micro, okay, the CHIP, that they want to implement and have every individual stamped with that electronic tag. And that's going to be the next way of monetary gain, buying and selling. Okay, social credit based system. Okay, biometric. Okay, it's setting up a lot of these smart cities, as they call them, safe zones, or 15-minute cities. Okay, we hear the talk of carbon tax, carbon footprint. Okay, when it comes to Esau, Edom, and AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, when it comes to the technology, man. So when it comes to the economy and science, it's going to be the way of technology now. Okay. But in the midst of that, Yahweh Shema Shah bringing great judgment. So that's it on that. And like I said, the ones of our people, the 2/3, who are going to be affected the most by these plagues, man. Okay, in this case, when it comes to these pestilence, let me go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, which the Lord is, which we're under the curses now. But now we're in the time of the Lord about to liberate us, and that's only starting with the elect. Okay, but when it comes to the judgments that written in Deuteronomy chapter 28, hey, we still under those curses. Okay, and those judgment that the Lord have appointed for majority of our people when it comes to, in this case, the 2/3, man. Cause we looking to escape the time of Jacob's trouble and the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So let me get this. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 20. And it says, the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexing, and rebuke in all that thou sittest thy hand unto for to do. Yeah, and that's the Lord bringing the curses upon us due to our disobedience when it comes to serving these false gods, okay, as a whole, when it comes to our nation, serving these false gods, these idols, going into these different sets of religions, these different philosophies, okay, going against the covenant when it comes to the law, statutes, commandments, okay, the agreement during the time of Exodus, okay, for Moses, the lawgiver. And this is one of the judgments, the penalties of breaking the curses. And still to this day, our people is not acknowledging their heritage as being Israel, not acknowledging Yahweh Shem Shai being their power, not acknowledging, okay, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law, statutes, commandments, that Yahweh Shem Shai is the true living power that we must serve. Okay, and if you don't, it's the reason why the Lord brought these curses upon us and still judging us today. It's the reason why we here in captivity. But our people don't want to hear when it comes to the prophets that have the understanding, to give them the reason or the reasoning or why we're in these situations. And that's only one way we can escape, by returning and repenting back unto Yahweh Shem Shai, and that we are of that hopeful elect, okay, of that number to be delivered. Okay, but if our people don't want to take heed, more and more the Lord is going to bring judgment upon them. Ultimately, to the Lord, give them over to that MOTB, and they take that RFID micro, okay, one of the main plagues, and they're going to be destroyed by that missiles, those thermonuclear missiles, okay, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. But the Lord is going to bring judgment on our people in various ways, and pestilence are one, okay, or dis-ease. And our people known for that today, okay, when it comes to their well-being, okay, that's supposed to be well-being. But look at the deeds of our people, that the Lord give them over to certain illness, okay. So how much more when the Lord open up more with these pestilence? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 20, the Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexing, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he had consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. And eventually that happened to us in the land of Israel. Okay, we was removed as a whole, the nations, the 12 tribes. Okay, due to our disobedience and being put under the curses and have been scattered amongst all nations to this day. Okay, because I made mention earlier, the people that's over there now are not the original Hebrew Israelites. Okay, they're Amalek, they're Esau, Edom. Okay, and you might have scatters of Israelites amongst them. Okay, but as a whole, the nation of Israel, okay, we're not in our land. Okay, we're scattered in various different captivities here in this time, especially this place, America. And it's a known fact when it comes to the history of America, how this place was built off the enslavement and bloodshed of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us the Israelites, man. And still to this day, we're still in our captivity, being under these curses. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with fever, and with inflammation, and with the screen burning, okay, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish, okay. And the Lord had done that to us for generations, still to this day. Okay, you hear the talks of our people, when it comes to certain ailments, okay, that even brothers still deal with, because that's part of the curses. But mostly it goes with your well-being when it comes to how you carry yourself, your diet, okay, you know, your nutritions, you know, that you're supposed to, you do to the best of your ability, okay. But we in this flesh, the sinful flesh, okay. We being ruled by Esau, Edom, the wicked, the devil. They're constantly pumping GMO food out, chemtrails, defiling the water, okay, and that lead to a lot of our people illness. But mainly what their mindset, okay, constantly want to eat abominable food that lead to their diet, okay, bad habits they having, okay, committing all type of wickedness, okay, when it comes to such as, adultery, Moism, that lead to a lot of these dis-ease. So that's it on that. Let me see. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 14, verse start at verse 12. And it says, this is going into when the Lord going to bring judgment upon 2/3. I'll start off at 11. 14 and 11. Then said the Lord unto me, pray not for this people for their good. Okay. When they fast, I will not hear their cry. And when they offer burnt offering and obligations, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword, okay, martial law, okay, civil war, or in this time, World War III, okay, by famine and by pestilence. Then say I, the Lord, power, Yahweh Shai, behold, the prophet say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a sure peace in this place. And that's majority of these false prophets, man, amongst Israel and these other different sects of religions, these false leaders that are misleading our people, saying we in a time of peace and happiness and harmony. Now we coming in a time of great judgment, man. Okay, leading to Yahweh Shai, second coming. Okay, and part of that judgment is pestilence. So that's it on that. Let me get this. Jeremiah chapter 21. I'm going to read verses, let me see, 8. Okay, because this dealt with during the time of Jeremiah, during the time of the Babylonian Empire, where we went in captivity up under the Babylonians. Okay, when it came to, Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, but this is this current captivity that we in, America, is known as Babylon the Great. Okay, which the word Babylon, Baal, meaning confusion. Okay, and that's what you definitely have here in America. And the modern day king, okay, is these elites of Esau, Edom, and the lesser luminary ones that rule over here in America when it comes to Edom. And this is on Jeremiah chapter 21, verse 8. And unto this people thou shalt say, thus say the Lord, behold, set before you the way of life and the way of death. Yeah, when we tell our people that you're the true power, the God of the Bible, the creator of all things, okay, Yahweh, okay, the Heavenly Father, name, okay, which is he is or he exists, meaning in the Paleo Hebrew, and his son, who the world called Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai in the Paleo Hebrew, meaning he is a deliverer. And we tell our people that those are the true supreme powers, okay, that we are the Lord's chosen people, okay, and the Lord is going to come back and redeem us. Okay, we tell our people about repentance, giving a warning, a prophecy, what's to come, great judgment. So they don't want to hear. Okay, but when you have an individual that accept this word and believe in Yahweh Shai Shai, that's coming into the way of life. Okay, having the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. But those that reject the word of Yahweh Shai Shai, ultimately the Lord rejected them. But those that don't take heed of our people, they're going to choose the way of death, man. Okay, and it says, verse 9, he that abide in this city shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth out and falleth to the Chaldeans that besiege you, he shall live. Yeah, because back then, like I say, the Chaldeans, the Babylonians, besieged Jerusalem at that time, okay? Which at that time was Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And you had a, sprinkle or scatter of the remnant of the northern kingdom. Because by this time, the northern kingdom was already taken in captivity up under the Assyrians, and eventually, left Assyrian captivity to come over here to the Americas. Okay, so primarily during the time of the Babylonian Empire, the southern kingdom was being put in captivity. Okay, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And the Lord brought those plagues upon our people back then, and He's going to bring them again today, okay, on Israel when it comes to the 2/3. And it says, but he that goeth out and falleth to the Chaldeans that besiege you. And the modern day Chaldeans, once again, are Esau, Edom, these elites. And they're going to come with their martial law troops, their foreign troops, okay, especially to this place, America, which is known as Babylon the Great, spiritually, okay? When you look into the Bible, you ain't going to see the word Babylon, the actual word America. It's symbolic and codified under different ancient empires, and Babylon is being one of them. And like I say, the modern day Chaldeans are these elites on down to the less illuminary one that's doing their bidding. Okay, especially when it comes to the time of they bringing that sword by the way of their troops. Okay, and it says, but he that goeth out and falleth to the Chaldeans that besiege you, he shall live, and his life shall be unto him for a prey. Yeah, because in the inner cities, okay, you're gonna have a lot of chaos going on. Okay, a lot of anarchy, pestilence. Okay, famine. Okay, uproars of the people, sedition among men. Okay, but people that's on the outskirt, okay, thinking that they're good, they duck off in the mountains, out there, in the country. Okay, they're gonna be catching hell, man. Okay, cause all of the suppliance is gonna be in the inner city. Those that who they allow to have access to that type of resource. Okay, but those that living off the grid, they think they're gonna be good. Okay, but still they're gonna have to protect their own home and property. Okay, and it says, let me see, that's it on that. That's it on that. So let me see. Let me get this in second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 39. 49. Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee. Widowhood. Yeah, widowhood. Okay, a lot of these men, okay, gonna be drafted into the Third World War, or they're gonna fight for this country for the in this Third World War. Okay, which a lot of men now are doing. Okay, Israelite men, Negro, Latino, Native American descent. Okay, a lot of them will get put to death in the wars, civil wars, race wars, famine, pestilence. Okay, that's going to leave a lot of these women when it comes to widowhood. Okay, not having no man. And that's where Isaiah 4:1 going to kick in for the elect men. Okay, the number that we're striving to be part of, man. Okay, and it says, and I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, and a lot of these women going to suffer too. Okay, a lot of these women going to be put to death, not just men, but men, women, and children of all nations. But in this case, the 2/3 of Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Okay, Ezekiel 9 and 4 and 5 go into that. And I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Okay, so that's another one. Let's get this in Baruch, and I'll get ready to close. Baruch chapter 2, verse 25. And it says, and lo, they are cast out of the heat. Let me see. Yeah, I'll go straight to the point. And lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day and to the frost of the night. And that's what you're starting to witness, the heat of the day. Okay? In the time of summer, you got the severe heat. Okay, when it comes to scorching temperatures, high temperatures. Okay, wildfires. Okay, severe heat. Okay, that people, perish from. And it says to the frost of the night. Okay, when it comes to severe cold weather. Okay, tempest. And it says, and they die in great misery by famine, by sword, and pestilence. Okay? So that the Lord bringing judgment. Okay, by the way of natural disasters, so-called. Okay? And by the way of famine and pestilence as well. The Lord is bringing judgment. But us that's in the faith, Yahweh Shema Shah say, he's going to keep us covered. Okay, us are that hopeful elect. And that the ones that endure to the end. And that's our prayer. Let me get this. That's Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 91, verse 6. And it says, no matter of fact, I start at verse 1. And it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that start with this truth, understanding the truth as we're in this calling. And eventually, hopefully, that we are chosen. Okay, the Lord going to keep us covered. Okay, especially when Yahweh Shai, okay, us that endure to the end and we're allotted, the Lord is going to deliver the elect by the way of the chariots from out of the destruction from those missiles. Okay, primarily here in America, but the Lord is going to deliver the elect that's scattered worldwide as well. Okay, Matthew the 24th chapter, verses 29 through 31 goes into that. But the main and great deliverance is going to take place here in America. Okay, Babylon the Great, because this place is going to be destroyed by the missiles. In verse 2, and I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, and in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the flower and from the noisome pestilence. Yeah, those missiles. Okay. And he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thy trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, start with his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and eventually being saved by the way of those chariots. Okay. That's what represent the feathers of Yahweh Shema Shai, wings. Okay, the chariots. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Okay, the missiles. And it says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Yeah, the pestilence. Okay. These certain outbreaks, man. The Lord gonna keep his elect from that. Okay. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Okay, the plagues of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. The judgment of the Lord is what to bring. It's not going to fall upon the elect. Okay. Only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Okay. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Okay, so that's our prayer, that Yahweh Shema shall deliver us as we're coming in the time of great judgment. Okay, and the Lord deliver us every day, although we go throughout our daily walk when it comes to our trials and tribulations. Okay, but all for us to able to praise Yahweh Shema shall continually, that's another day of the Lord delivering us, man. Okay, although we go through certain situations. Okay, but eventually it's going to get worse and worse to the point of Jacob's trouble. And that's when we really going to have to lean on Yahweh Shema Shai when it comes to faith. Okay, as we're in this grace period that we found worthy of the Lord's mercy. Okay, and in the times we coming into, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is really going to advance the faith. Okay, the spiritual boost. Okay, the covering, the endurance. Okay, we coming in a time of miracles, spiritual power, deliverance. Okay, because the Lord said his servant is going to eat, his servant is going to drink, his servant is going to rejoice. Okay, those of the elect. Okay, eventually. But in the otherwise, majority of the world, including 2/3 of our people here in America, riding over these heathens here in America, starting with also with Esau Edom, yeah, they're going to be judged, man. And we have to prepare ourselves for that, man. Okay, but us that's of the hopeful elect, we're looking for Yahweh Shema shall deliver us from out of all our troubles, man. Okay, when these peril times starting to more and more come near. and actually being fulfilled. A great judgment that the Lord is bringing. So I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson here. And I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until the next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect. Shalom.